Today, we'll go over 7 hidden messages in the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad that you may have missed. If you've read the book, you'll know that it discusses understanding assets and liabilities, the spending habits of the poor vs. the rich, and how the wealthy employ businesses to avoid paying taxes like regular workers. However, Kiyosaki slipped a few topics into the book that are really significant for comprehending the world of finance. So let's get started. Number 1. Money, or lack thereof, is a reflection of your emotions. Think about your financial situation. How many of your financial decisions were emotional, and how many were thoroughly considered and properly planned? As much as we would like to believe that we make all our financial decisions logically, many of them are emotional judgments that we attempt to rationalize. Kiyosaki discusses the 2 basic emotions that drive most people's financial lives: fear and greed. The fear of not having money causes us to worry and leads us to desperately seek money, usually through a job. Before we even receive a salary, we start thinking about what we can buy. Greed begins to set in, and as soon as the paycheck arrives, it is gone. This emotional spending returns us to the terror of not having any money, so the anxiety and tension of not having money mount once more, and the cycle begins all over again. We are afraid, we seek money, we get paid, we become greedy, we begin spending, we waste our money, and we are back to square one. This is what Kiyosaki refers to as the rat race. These 2 feelings keep many people stuck in their current financial situation for years. Being conscious of and controlling these 2 emotions in your own life, as well as preparing your finances ahead of time, may save you a lot of worry and money while also allowing you to build a stronger financial future. Welcome to Cashflow Canvas, where we teach lessons about investment and money-saving techniques. If you want to make your financial future better, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Number 2. Work to learn, not simply to work. Most people pick employment based on what is available, and in some cases, we may have to if money is tight. However, few people discuss using their professions to learn a talent rather than just earning a paycheck. When you think of a job, you envision going to work and receiving a paycheck. However, Kiyosaki briefly states in his book that using work to acquire and practice new abilities is more valuable than the salary you receive. Working in a job that teaches you extremely valuable and monetizable talents may prove to be quite rewarding in the future. Furthermore, you will be able to earn money while learning and honing your talents. So the next time you're looking for a career, consider which ones will teach you crucial and useful skills. Number 3. The wealthy do not labor for money. Instead, they often work for free to create money-making systems. This is where the concept of assets originated. Most successful business owners work extremely hard, sometimes without pay, to create processes that operate around the clock. Eventually, they won't have to. While most people labor to be paid once, the wealthy and successful work to create systems that generate income for them. Whether they're constructing a brick-and-mortar business that requires a team of personnel to manage it, or an internet business that might benefit from automation tools, they prioritize creating a system that can function without them. Even if it means working without pay, if they don't, they'll spend the rest of their lives working and exchanging time for money. Number 4, you come first. I am about to say something that will be unpleasant to hear. The money you work so hard to earn is not truly yours. If you consider your financial situation, chances are that after you get a paycheck, you start paying your rent, bills, living expenses, automobile, taxes, and spending a little money here and there. If there is anything remaining, you should save. If we do not have possession of the money we earn, it is not truly ours. It is up to us to choose to pay ourselves first. Most people, particularly those who have a respectable monthly income, prefer to spend their hard-earned money on luxuries such as a great automobile or a nice home. However, some of the world's wealthiest individuals do not pay for their own luxury. Rather, they rely on others to do so. More about that later. Kiyosaki goes so far as to state that even though he was in debt and had a slew of bills to pay, he always paid himself first. This is a basic principle that can significantly improve your long-term financial situation. Many successful people discuss this. Grant Cardone once said that even though he was a millionaire, he still spent money like he was broke, and Gary Vaynerchuk saved all of his money while working at his father's liquor store to invest in firms like Facebook and Twitter. Number 5. You become what you learn. If you ask the average person if they want to be a millionaire, they will most certainly reply yes. However, the vast bulk of the people does not devote time to understanding and studying how millionaires became millions. We become what we study and devote our time to. If we spend all of our time watching average television and dealing with average people, we are unlikely to become millionaires. Any skill involves time and attention, so if we want to be financially successful, we must learn from those who have done it before. Number 6. Become wealthy, not simply rich. Most people go to work or start a business to earn a living, and in many situations, those earnings are rather substantial. There are many people who earn hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, yet are still not affluent. This is because there is a distinction between being rich and wealthy. The distinction comes down to how they spend their money. Consider a Hollywood actor, for example. They can earn millions of dollars every year filming movies. As a millionaire, the actor spends his money on a nice residence, fancy watches, and a few supercars. The actor is only rich, not wealthy, if he relies only on his acting career and he spends his hard-earned money on luxuries that make him appear rich but actually make him poor. Those who are not just affluent, but also wealthy do not spend their hard-earned money on frills. Instead of purchasing a multi-million-dollar home or a flashy car, they use their money to purchase or construct assets that will not only increase in value but also provide adequate cash flow to cover their indulgences. Kiyosaki adds, "My assets buy my liabilities," and his assets expand at the same time. The rich make money, and the wealthy use their own and others' money to establish money-making enterprises. Number 7. Develop financial literacy. If you read between the lines, you will notice that the book emphasizes the significance of becoming financially literate. This requires understanding the fundamental structure of how money circulates around the planet. It can be difficult to manage your finances if you do not grasp concepts such as assets and liabilities, income and expenses, ROI, gross or net revenue, and overhead costs. It is a good idea to review your income and expenses every month. This way, you'll be fully aware of where your money comes from, how much is leaving your bank account, where it's going, and how much is left over for savings and investing. As you get control of your finances, you can begin moving on to other topics as needed. If you're starting your own firm, you'll need to know your overhead costs, cost per acquisition, payroll, gross revenue, net income, and how to secure your assets through legal companies. You do not have to learn everything right away. Understanding your present finances is an excellent starting point. As we conclude, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found value in this video and learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos. I would deeply value it if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us to create more valuable content, and we can work together to secure your financial future. What are the key takeaways from this video that you can share in the comment section?